Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's the word? You straight? Nobody fucking with you? Is that you? I'm talking to you. What's up? Welcome to my channel, man. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all already know what it is, TA. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little irritated. I couldn't find nowhere to park, bro. I couldn't find no park. I couldn't, like, all the parks taking the shit, and like, so I'm in a random parking lot, and I got my camera and my tripod and shit. But yeah, like, I feel good though. See what I'm saying, bro? See? So look, I'm at a random parking lot and shit, but I feel good though, you know what I mean? I just turned the camera on and shit, like, I feel much better, you know what I mean? But like I said, I like being alone. Like, I like being by myself and shit, and being in this random parking lot, like, I feel good, you know? But before we even get to this video, title of the video, I just want to say, like, 20 years ago today, my daddy got shot and killed. And it wasn't even my plan. It wasn't even my plan to, like, release my first video on this anniversary date. Like, and like, I literally forgot that. Like, I tried to release the bitch yesterday, and I tried to release it the day before yesterday, and then I don't know, for some reason it just didn't want to upload. And but today, like, it just, I don't know, it just uploaded. And then early when I was working out and shit, like, somebody had called me and was like, bro, I just watched your video. I'm like, what? I had really forgot that I had scheduled it for today. You know what I'm saying? I had forgot that I had scheduled it for today. And like, I've been in the sun all day. Like, I put my feet in the grass and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I pray to God and shit. Like, I released a lot of shit that I've been holding in, and like, I felt good. And then, like, today, like I said, it's his anniversary date, and my first video released, and I felt good, and I got to crying. I ain't gonna lie, I dropped a few tears, because it's like, damn, like, I'm really doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really, like, I don't know, like, I feel so proud of myself, though. Like, I feel so proud of myself. Like, I ain't had nobody to call. Like, I ain't had nobody to be like, I ain't had nobody to call and be like, yo, bro, I just dropped my first vid. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt proud to say to myself. Like, I just got to crying and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just really proud of myself. And like I said, I ain't on this bitch trying to find support. You know what I mean? Like, the support gonna come. All the other shit gonna come. It's just like, damn, like, I finally did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I finally did it. And what better way to release a video today on my daddy anniversary date? So, yeah, man, like I said, I'm proud of myself. Like, I don't know, like, I feel good, you know. But we got the slushy today. Y'all already know what it is. But yeah, man, the title of this video is gonna be called Me Getting Sent Away and shit. I piggyback on my last video. I talked about me getting bullied, my grandma dying, my daddy passing and shit, like, my mama not being there when I needed her type shit. So this video is gonna be me getting sent away. Like, and my mama threatened me to be like, oh, I'm gonna send you away, cause like I said, I was just a badass kid. I was just, I just had a lot of anger built up inside of me and shit, and I didn't know how to release it. Just, I didn't know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, people used to just push me away. People used to push me away, and that forced me to become by myself and shit. So, like I said, I like being by myself and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a loner. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no friends. This camera gonna be my friend. Y'all gonna be my friends and shit. Like, that's why, like, I was just irritated, and I just turned the camera on. Y'all just see me get the smile and shit. Like, I don't know. But so yeah. So I'm gonna take y'all back 2009. This still 2009. We still living on Fairfield. Y'all already done seen what my house and shit. So I ain't gotta show y'all. So we living on the 3rd floor. But our apartment get caught on fire. Like, really not our apartment, but the apartment, like, the one next to us get caught on fire, and then the fire just transferred to our shit. So that's another obstacle right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole life, shorty, I've been an underdog. Like, I've been an underdog. Since I came into this world, I've been an underdog. You know what I'm saying? Like, God gave me my first test when I was 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been an underdog. Don't nobody believe in me. Don't nobody support me. I believe in me. You get what I'm saying? I support myself. And that's cool. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't, it's cool. When it become popular to support you, that's when the support gonna come from the, you know what I mean? So I ain't really tripping off that. That's why I said I'm proud of myself for even hopping on YouTube and just finally doing this shit, like finally speaking my life and shit. So yeah, so our apartment get caught on fire and shit. Like we had to move to the bottom floor, the first floor and shit. So we living on the first floor. We still living in the same apartment complex. We just had to move on the first floor and shit. So yeah, so I'm still going to Fairfield out of there. Like I'm still fighting this shit. Like I'm still fighting every day. Not every day, but every other day type shit. Like I'm still fighting every other day. Hold on. But yeah, so like I'm fighting every other day and shit. Like I said, my mom kept threatening me, like, I'm gonna send you away. I'm gonna send you away. You keep on getting in trouble, I'm gonna send you away. And me, like I said, I ain't really care. You get what I'm saying? I really didn't care. I've been telling y'all, like, the last video, bro, like, I really wanted to die at 11. Like I said, I didn't care about life no more. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't just told y'all what it is. Like, I really didn't care about shit no more. Like, I really wanted to die. You get what I'm saying? And I know it's a lot of people that's gonna relate to me. Like, so, like, that's why I'm comfortable, like, just saying this shit, because it's like, bro, I ain't the only motherfucker in this world that done went through pain and shit. So it's like, if they don't relate to my story, they gonna relate to some shit. So, yeah, so I didn't really care, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still being disrespectful, you know what I mean? By this time, I started smoking weed and shit. And I started smoking weed at 11 years old, bro. Real talk, I started smoking weed at 11 years old. I'm not encouraging no kids to start smoking weed. Like, that ain't, you know, I'm not promoting that. Like, if you gonna do that, that's your shit. I ain't telling you to do that, but if that's what you gonna do, go ahead. But I ain't telling you to do it. I'm saying it right now. I'm not promoting no weed. I'm not telling you to go do that shit. If you gonna do that, that's your fault, though. You know what I mean? But me, like I said, I'm in the streets and shit, so I already knew, like, I'm just in the streets and shit. So what I see is what I know. So I'm just like I said, I'm just a product of my environment. Like, dudes smoking around me and shit. So it was more like, shit, since they getting high, I'm gonna get high too. And I used to steal money from my mama and shit. Like, I used to steal money in her purse and shit to buy weed and shit. Like, bro, I was a real, like, badass, bro. I'm telling you, I was a real, like, badass. And I'm not proud of the shit that I done. Like I said, I ain't really gave my mama too much to be proud of, you know. But it is what it is, you know. So yeah, like I said, I'm going through all this shit. Like, I still fighting and shit. Like, I'm still at school and shit. I'm still at Fairfield, and I get into this fight. Now, like I said, I've been getting into fights all the time. Like, I've been getting into so many fights and shit. Like, my school was just, they had enough of me, so they suspended me for like 10 days. And they said for me to be able to come back, I need to go get help. You get what I'm saying? Like, my anger was just out of control. And really, like, I got into a fight with this dude. Like, we was in the lunchroom and shit. He said something about my daddy. And like I said, my daddy was the trigger. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really play about that joke and shit about my daddy. Like, y'all know how it be and shit. Like, y'all get the joking on motherfuckers. You be like, oh, your mama this, your mama that. Like, me, my daddy was just my trigger. So I don't care if you just said anything about my daddy. Like, it was up. You get what I'm saying? And I really stood on that. Like, so he said something about my daddy and shit. We in the lunchroom and shit. He said something about my daddy. And I pick up the tray and I just whack him across his face and shit. And then I just get on top of him, no homo. And I get to piecing him up and shit. And the security guard, you know, he come grab me, throw me up against the wall and shit. And they sent me to the office. And they called both our parents and shit. Like I said, my mom used to come up to the school. Like, she used to get calls every day. You get what I'm saying? Like, it didn't matter what I was doing. Like, mom always got calls and shit. So yeah, so like I said, the dude, mama come up there and shit, like, she see his nose, like, his nose is bleeding. Like, I fucked him up. And I ain't proud of that, you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't proud of that. It's just like, shit, I ain't play about my daddy. So, and like I said, at this time, I needed a male figure in my life and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know how to talk, you get what I'm saying? Like, when I wanted to talk to people, they ain't want to talk to me. So it's like, shit, I guess I gotta hold my problems in, you know what I mean? Like, and like I said, I don't care who, you a boy, young, 20, I don't care. Like, every boy need their daddy. And like I said, I needed my daddy. And like I said, I was robbed of my father, you get what I'm saying? And yeah, so my mom would get a phone call. And she, like I said, she had to take off work, come straight to the school. And they pulled my mama and his mom in the thing and shit. And she was threatening to press charges on me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, she was threatening to press charges on me. Because like I said, I ain't proud of what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, like, fucked them up. I really, like, fucked them up. But I ain't proud of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not laughing at I ain't proud of that at all. It's just like, shit, my daddy was my trigger. And I don't care. Like, I ain't really play about my daddy. And I stood on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas knew. The niggas around, like, the dudes that was around and shit, like, we was like this. Because our daddy was either dead or in jail. So we had a bond. You get what I'm saying? Like, we had a bond. And we didn't joke. Like, it was more like respect. Like, nah, we ain't gonna say this. You know what I mean? It was respect. You know what I'm saying? But dude just got out of his body. And I had to, you know what I mean, show him what it was. And his mama didn't press charges and shit. And they suspended me for like 10 days. And they told me that if I don't get help, I can't come back. So, of course, my mama had to take out work. She blew out of the eye. She cussing me out and shit. Like, she telling me she tired of me. She can't take it no more. Like, she don't know what else to do with me. So she said, fuck it. Since you want to act, you know, you want to get in trouble so much, I'm going to really send you away. And she sent me to the school called Roosevelt. And, like, Roosevelt, it was decent. Like, I was still in the city and shit. Like, I was still in the city. It was just like a little, I don't know. It was like a little boot camp. / like crazy home type shit. Yeah, like it was one of them. But when I got in there, it was cool. You get what I'm saying? Of course, I'm still in the city and shit, so I'm still surrounded by dudes that's gang banging and shit. Like, I didn't go there. I didn't go to that school for that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted to like calm down. You get what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was on the road of becoming a bad kid already, and I'm already just a product of my environment. So, you know, what else is, like, you know what I mean? Like, so my mama sent me to Roosevelt and shit, and I go to Roosevelt and all. It's cool. You get what I'm saying? It's a decent little school and shit. Like, they talk to me about, you know, my problems and shit. They want to know, like, why I do what I did. You know what I mean? Like, they was really caring. You get what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, because like I said, I didn't have nobody to talk to, bro. Like I said, my mom was either gone, she was either at work or at school, and the only time I see her is when she coming in or when she leaving. So, like I said, I'm in the house by myself already, so it's like, shit, I ain't had nobody. I just always had me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I always been by myself and shit. So, I don't know. So, when I went to Roosevelt, it was a lot different. Like, it was a lot different shit. Like, they used to talk to me about why I did what I did. You know what I mean? Like, they used to give me medicine and shit to, like, take medicine to, like, control my anger. But I didn't never used to take that shit. Like, I took it one time, but it started making me feel weird. Like, I don't know. It didn't make me feel like me. So I used to lie and be like, yeah, I took my medicine the whole time. I didn't take my shit at all. Like, I ain't like that shit. So, yeah, so I'm at Roosevelt out of the and I'm on my friend's son named D'Angelo. He was there too. Yeah, he was there too. So I knew somebody there. You get what I'm saying? And they used to pick me up. They used to pick us both up. They used to pick him up first. And since I lived on 63rd and Fairfield, I used to get picked up last. Yeah, because I'm all out of the way and shit. I used to get picked up last. So yeah, I knew me and D'Angelo, we in that bitch. It's us together. Like, me and him kind of grew up around each other and shit. Like, our mamas was cool and shit, you know what I mean? So I kind of was around him a little bit. And like I said, we going through the same thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't know much about him. Like, I ain't know much about him, but I know, like, he going through what I was going through. You get what I'm saying? Like, his daddy, I don't think his daddy was alive, but I don't think he was in his life and shit. So, you know, that's what it was. So it's like, shit, he got that anger too. I can relate. You get what I'm saying? Like, his daddy ain't there, my daddy ain't there. So we can relate to each other. And so yeah, we in Roosevelt out of there. You know, school was cool. You know what I mean? They fed you decent food. You know what I mean? Like, I got my work done. I started to focus more on my work. You know what I mean? Like, I started to, like, really, like, control my anger, like, learn how to, like, calm down type shit. So I started to, like, enjoy being at Roosevelt. And but like I said, I'm surrounded by dudes that's in the city and they gang banging too. So it's like, shit, I ain't finna run. You get what I'm saying? I ain't finna let no nigga punk me type shit. So I had gotten to it with this one dude. Like I said, I didn't never. And I know I'm telling you all this shit, but I never used to look for a problem. You get what I'm saying? Like, problems used to come to me. And like I said, I stood my ground, so I'm not finna run. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna let a nigga punk me and Nah, that's not, nah, I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that. And I stood my ground. And we in line and shit. We was in line. We was literally about to go home. We in line. We getting our lunch and shit. We had like a couple minutes to eat and shit. And I'm talking to D'Angelo, like I got my body turned this way and I got my tray in my hand like this. And I'm talking to him like this and shit. And some random dude just walk up and just take my juice off my tray. But I'm like, damn, why I turned around, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? Why I feel like he touched something? And then he was like, yeah, he just took your juice. So I'm like, hey, bro. I'm like, hey, check it out. I'm like, hey, man, I need that juice back. Like, he talking out the mouth and shit. So I put my tray down. I'm like, shit, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I get to walking towards him with my fist ball. I'm like, what's up? I ain't, you know what I mean? You either finna get my shit back or I'm finna beat you. Which one you want to take? It's up to you. So he put his shit down. So you know what I mean? I get him my southpaws down. What's up? You know what I mean? And then by this time, like, the security come. Like, this is the first incident that this school ever done had. And it was because of me. It wasn't because of me, but you know what I mean? I was the root of the problem type shit. So at Roosevelt, my mama had signed off, like, they gave you the option. Like, if your child get into any altercation and shit or any fight, they automatically got to stay overnight. And my mama had signed off. It's just like, if you get into any fights and shit, like, keep them. Like I said, my mom was damn near kind of like fed up, done with me type shit. So it's like, shit, it was like, I don't know. Like, she wrote, if he gets any problem, if he have any problems, keep him. Because, like I said, whoopings didn't hurt. Like, she took certain shit. That shit didn't matter to me. Like, I don't know. Like, my mama she couldn't control me at that time. Like I said, I'm being disrespectful. I'm stealing out her purse and shit. Like, I'm just being bad, bro. Like, I needed my father. Like, I really needed my daddy. And I don't think people, like I said, nobody didn't give a fuck. Like, that's when I kind of like realized, like, damn, bro, don't nobody really give a fuck about you when you're a boy. Like when you're a newborn, I ain't gonna lie, like, when you're a newborn, everybody love you. But, like, as you start to get a little older and shit, like, that love fade. And I started to, like, see that, like, damn, like, it's clear as day that I need help, but don't nobody care. And like I said, I didn't want to gang bang, but I'm gang banging this shit. Like, I already done accepted, like, man, shit, I'ma die or either go to jail. That's the mentality that I had and shit. And so I didn't care. And so I got into it and shit. The security come, they put us in, like, they put our hands behind our back and shit, like, made us stand on the wall and shit, like, and they made dude go home. So I'm like, damn, like, he started it. How y'all gonna let this nigga go home? He took my shit. Like, at Roosevelt, they had, like, a little upstairs shit, a little upstairs part to the school and shit. Like, and I heard it was, like, so many people up there that they used to, like, they started turning crazy types. I don't know. Like, we just got in the elevator. Like, I didn't go all the way upstairs and shit. Like, we just got in the elevator. And they talked to me all like, like, we gonna let you go home. Like, you just need to learn how to, you know what I mean, walk away. And like I said, me walking away kind of felt like, man, what? You know what I mean? Like, walk away. Like, but this is what I'm saying. I'm 11. So it's like the mentality that I had, it was just, I'm not gonna let nobody punk me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already done got punked in the house and shit. Like, I'm already, like, I ain't got no peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come outside, I still got to fight. You know what I'm saying? But I never used to run. So it's like, shit, I'm not finna let nobody punk me type shit. So, nah. So, what you mean, walk away? Like, what? But it made sense. You know what I mean? I started taking their advice and shit. Like, when dudes start wanting a problem type shit, I used to walk away. But it ain't like I'm scared. It's just like, nah, I ain't on that. You get up and go home and shit. They had already called my mom and told her, like, yeah, your son got into altercation. And she was like, shit, keep him. You know what I mean? Like, keep him. Because, you know, like I said, my mama then, she couldn't really do too much with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm bad. And like I said, I needed my daddy, bro. Like, I really needed my daddy. And I don't know. Like, I just felt so alone. Like, I really felt alone in this world. Like, growing up, I felt alone. Like, my entire life, I always felt alone. Like, I always felt like, shit, I'm the only, like, can't nobody relate to me, you know what I mean? Like, I can walk in a room full of people right now, bro, and just feel completely alone. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. But, yeah, so I get back home and shit. By this time, like I said, by this, it's just me and my mama still. But by this time, my mama get a boyfriend, and I'm like, who is this nigga? You know what I mean? Like, who is this nigga? So yeah, at Roosevelt, you know what I mean? I'm doing my work and shit out. But like I said, when I go home, it's different now. You know what I mean? Like, she got a man, and I ain't really like this dude. Like, the moment I saw him, I didn't like him. I don't know why. Like, I didn't like him. It's just the vibe that he gave me. Like, and I remember I tried to shake his hand and shit, and he acted like he didn't want to shake my hand. And at that moment, I'm like, man, I don't like this nigga at all. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, so he moved in and shit, and imagine, on the first floor, this like a 1-bedroom. Like, it's like a 1-bedroom and shit. So my mama got the room. I got the living room and shit. Like, I'm sleeping on the couch and shit. And come on, man. See, every time I get the recording, bro, they always send they little flies and shit. I don't know, but yeah, he moved in and shit. He moved in and shit. And like I said, by this time I ain't like that. Like, I really didn't like that. Cause I'm like, bro, who is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? And when he didn't shake my hand at one time, like, I kind of like already like had like, man, it's gonna get ugly. Like, it's gonna be a little bad, I don't know. But so yeah, so fast forward, my mama started telling me, like, you can't go outside no more. Oh, what the fuck? What? Like, I don't know. Like, mama just started changing. Like, she just switched up type shit. Like, once he moved in here, like, once she like moved in, she like switched up, and I'm like, huh? Like, what? And my mom used to give me like a curfew. Like, that's what I'm saying. I had to be in the house at like 5:30. So, shorty, I get out of school like 2:45. I go home. Like, if I got home, I'll always do my homework at school and shit. And Roosevelt, it was the same thing. Like, I go outside, but I had to be back home by 5:30. So my mom would put me on a time limit. Like, nah, you gotta be at home by 5:30. So if I wanted to do something bad, or if I wanted to do some shit, man, I had to hurry up and get it out the way. Cause at 5:30, bro, I need to be in the house. And my mama be sitting outside and shit like at 5:25, or like, I don't know, like, she'd just be sitting outside waiting on me. If I was like a minute late, ass whooping, like right there. So I used to live like, man, I tell my homies, just like, hey, bro, I got to be at the house at like 5:30. So whatever we finna do, we need to do it now. But yeah, so he moved in and shit. Like I said, I didn't like this nigga at all. And I know it's a lot of people that's gonna relate to me when I talk about, you know what I mean, and that evil stepdaddy. Like, I'm gonna be real. I ain't never called this nigga my daddy. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? The only daddy I know is the one that's on the profile picture with me. You know what I'm saying? That's the only daddy I know. I ain't never had no stepdaddy. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like dude. I still don't like him. But it's like, I give him respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he don't like me, but it's respect. So it's like, it is what it is. So when he moved in and shit, like, my mama just changed. You know what I mean? Like, she started doing shit like, I don't know. I'm damn, ma. Like, what's up? Like, to me, it felt like she putting him above me type shit. So, like I said, the only time I really get, like, loved and shit, like, is when I go outside and shit. You know what I mean? I'm getting guidance from the older head, you know what I mean? The old heads and shit. But, I don't know. Like, that's what I always felt. Cause like I said, like, the shit that she used to do is just like, ma, this ain't you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up with him? You know what I mean? Like, so I remember this one time, like, my mom used to make me like cook with her. Like, she made me cook with her. Then at the end, like, I had to wash all the dishes and shit. And at the end of all that shit, like, I had to wash all the dishes and shit. So I'm washing all the dishes and shit. Like, man, when she got done cooking and shit, like, food would be ready. You know what I mean? Food would be ready and shit. So he ended up, like, he used to do some petty shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to do petty shit, and he used to, like, the shit that he used to do, it used to be so petty that I react to it that my mama would, like, beat my ass. And they'd be like, yo, bro, you don't see what this nigga doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it felt like to me, like, she was putting him above me type shit. Like, she forgetting that I'm her only son type shit. So it's like, damn. Like I said, as a kid, bro, like I said, I ain't really care about life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't care. Hold on. So like I said, like as a kid, it's like damn, like how you know, like you listening to this, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, but so yeah, so I'm washing the dishes and shit. He come in the kitchen and shit. And he throw the plate in the sink like, here, you forgot one. And I look at this nigga like, damn, bro, like you just seen me get done with all this shit. Then here you go wanna be petty and shit. So I look at this nigga up and down. I'm in my head, I'm like, bro, you a bitch, bro. Like real talk. Like the shit he used to do, he used to be so petty with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I remember like I said, it was only one TV, and it'll be like, you know, it'd be like, I want to watch wrestling and shit, but he didn't want to watch the game, so we'd have to take turns and shit. And I remember this one time, like, I wanted to watch wrestling bad. Like, it's Monday. Shorty wrong. Like, I ain't trying to talk. I want to watch wrestling. Like, and he did some petty shit. Like, we was watching the game and shit. I forgot who was playing. It was the Bulls playing and somebody else. I remember it was the Bulls playing, though. For sure. It was somebody else. The Bulls playing somebody. But, like I said, it's Monday. I want to watch wrestling. So, he controlled the remote and shit. So I'm steady telling, like, man, can you go back to wrestling type shit? Like, and he act like he ain't never used to hear me. So I used to like, yo, bro, can you turn the channel back out of that? Like, come on, why you being petty? Like, what's up? Like, this ain't even your TV. Like, what the fuck? So it wasn't even this nigga TV type shit. So it's just like, bro, why is you being petty? Like, and me, like I said, I ain't never used to bite my tongue. Like I said, I ain't know this nigga. I ain't like him. He ain't like me. It already, like, when I first started to shake his hand, he already done made it clear that he ain't like me from right there. Like, that first interaction right there, he made it clear that he don't fuck with me. So, shit, I used to talk back to him, like, bro, I ain't got to listen to you. Like, you ain't my daddy type shit. And, so, yeah, he watching the game and shit. And, I'm trying to watch wrestling and shit. Man, tell me why this nigga, he let me watch wrestling for a little bit, bro. But this nigga do some petty shit and, like, he watched the whole game and then he want to turn back when wrestling just going off. Like, I remember seeing the last few seconds of the match and then that motherfucker just went off, bro. I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. I'm like, bro, this nigga a hoe, bro. Like, this nigga a hoe. He a straight hoe. Like, I don't like this nigga at all. Like, he a straight hoe. And, so, yeah. So, it's just like on Baby Boy. Y'all know when Snoop Dogg kicked over little dude Fork, he was like, I hate you. That's how I felt, bro. I swear that's how I felt. Like, I hate this nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I know hate is a strong word. Like, I don't hate anybody. Like, I don't hate anybody. It ain't no jealousy or hatred in my heart. But for him, I hate him. You get what I'm saying? Like, just for the simple fact that the way he was treating me, then, like, him and my mama started getting into it and shit. Like, he started putting his hands on my mama and shit. And like I said, I'm watching this shit, like I'm watching this shit, bro, and it's like, I don't know, like I'm watching this dude put his hands on my mama and shit. Hey, hold on real quick. I don't know, like, I'm watching him put his hands on my mama and shit, and, like, I'm just standing there, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I help my mama and shit, but it's like, you know, he over strong in me type shit, like, he big as hell, you know what I mean? So when I punched him and shit, like, he ate that motherfucker, then he, you know what I mean, punched me back, and then, like I said, that, you know, all that shit that I was... all that shit that I was going through in the house and shit, then it's like, when I go outside, I'm still fighting and shit. Then it's like when I go home, I gotta see this shit, I gotta deal with this shit. Like, I'm still at Roosevelt, so the only time I was getting like a little peace is when I went to school. Cause like I said, the teachers really cared about you. You know what I'm saying? They used to talk to me, and they'll know, like, once I come to school and shit, I wouldn't be talking to. Damn. My fault, y'all. Man, I don't apologize for shit. Like I said, somebody gonna relate to me. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody gonna relate. And like me, like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I don't really get too fucks about crying, because it's like shit. The whole hood crying, you know what I'm saying? The whole hood going through pain. So it's like shit, I know somebody gonna relate to me. And like I said, every day, like I'm seeing them getting into it and shit. Before I even recorded this video, man, like I kind of knew, like, man, I'm gonna get emotional, because it's like the shit that I'm about to say is, you know, but it's how I always felt. And every single day I'm seeing this shit, and it's waking my inner demon up. Like I was already a bad kid, and I was already a bad kid already. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. Like, demons aren't raised, they created. And I had everything in my, like everything, like all the shit that I was going through, it was creating that demon in me. So at one point, like at some point in time, I was gonna have to get my hands dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like I told myself I'm gonna get my hands dirty. And like I said, I'm seeing them fighting shit. Like I'm seeing them like argue type shit. And I told myself, like, damn, I told myself, like, if he stay around long enough, I'm gonna kill him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being very, like I said, I knew this video was gonna get personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was hesitant on talking about this shit, but like I said, this is my life. And I know it's somebody in the world that's watching this that's gonna go through, that went through what I went through, so they gonna be able to relate. And every single day I used to see this motherfucker, I used to just think of so many ways on how I can kill this dude. Like I don't know, like bro, I'm talking about, I used to think of so many ways, like I really couldn't wait to get my hands on the gun type shit. Bro, man. Like I said, somebody gonna relate to me. Like somebody gonna be able to relate to me. And like I said, this is my life. And I'm telling you this shit because this is what I had to go through. Like I went through some fucked up shit. And I know somebody on the other side of the screen that's watching this that was just dropping a few tears just like me, that went through what I went through. You get what I'm saying? Like it might not have been similar, but they went through some, I mean, it might not have been the same, but it was something similar. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, this is just the shit that I had to go through, bro. Like, I ain't had love like that. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, people always push me to the side. And like I said, going home every single day and seeing this shit, like it was waking my inner demon up. And when I go outside, I'm fighting even more. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm fighting even more. And I'm not proud of that shit, but these are the cards that I was dealt. Like, I don't know. Like, this is what I had to go through. You know what I mean? And I don't know, bro. Like, so I'm still going to Roseville out of there. Like, Fairfield ended up calling my mama saying I could come back, but I didn't want to go back to school because it's like, shit, like, I like it here. You get what I'm saying? Like, and when I go to school and shit, I'm still fighting outside. Like, I'm still fighting in the bathroom and shit. Like, I'm just, you know. But I don't know, bro. Like, I ended up going back, and I got right back into what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I calmed down though. Like, I learned how to control my anger a little bit. I learned how to, like, talk, you know. Like, I ain't, like, me now, like, it's crazy. Like, growing up, I ain't know how to really talk that much. So I used to, like, take a little notebook and shit, and I used to just write my problems out. I used to just sit outside and just write my problems out and shit. And I used to sit for hours and just write what I was going through. And it makes sense to why I do that shit now still. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now it's just like, shit, I got this camera now, so this camera is like, it's gonna be therapeutic for me in a way. Like, even though like I know I said I prayed, you know what I mean? I released a lot of shit, but just going back down memory lane and talking about this shit, it brought tears in my eyes, because it's like, damn, like I done really overcame some shit, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, bro, this is my life, you know? Like, this story was go get it personal. I knew that, but like I said, bro, on my channel, I'm gonna motivate you, I'm gonna inspire you, whatever. Like, I'm gonna make you smile, make you cry, make you laugh, whatever. Like, I'm here for a reason. Like, I went through this, all this shit that I went through was for a reason. And I don't know, like, somebody on the other side of the screen that's gonna maybe relate to me. And, you know, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm proud of that shit. I overcame it, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I can smile to this day. Like, I don't care what you're going through. Like, man, smile, bro. Like, smile. Like, I know some people be like, man, why you all, like, people be asking, like, yo, bro, why you always smile? Like, what the fuck you smile? Like, what the fuck you want me to do? Cry? You know what I mean? Like, I gotta smile. You know what I'm saying? I woke up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta smile. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta smile. You gotta do something. Like, me, I couldn't just walk around just being mad all the time. Like, cause I had to, at some point in time, I realized, like, hey, bro, you ain't the only person going through problems and shit. Like, smile. And it took OG to tell me that, like, man, you gotta learn how to smile, shorty. Like, you ain't the only person going through problems and shit. And once I, like, put that in the back of my mind, like, damn, I ain't the only person, I started smiling and shit. So I'm telling you, whoever, female, whoever watching this video right now, I'm talking to the future, y'all. Like, I'm talking to the future, y'all. Whatever y'all going through, bro, smile. Like, smile. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Shit get ugly, shit get tough, but smile, bro. So that's the end of this video, man. I know this video was long, another 40-minute video, but it's cool, you know. Like I said, I'm having fun with this. Like, I'm proud of myself for even, like, hopping on camera and just talking about my life. Like, we just getting started. Like, in my heart, like I said, I know I said I ain't chasing shit, but in my heart, I already won. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got 16 people that subscribe to me. I'm gonna turn them 16 people into 1 million people. You get what I'm saying? I just got 4 views on my last video. Like, that 4 views felt so good to me, because it's like, damn, like, people actually care to watch what I'm, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel proud of myself and shit. So I don't know, bro. Like I said, I'm gonna turn these 16 people into 1 million people just off my storytelling alone. Like I said, I speak shit to existence. So I appreciate y'all listening, watching. I know I got in a little emotional shit, but shit, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, I wear my heart on my sleeve. You know, I don't sugarcoat shit. You know what I mean? Like I said, when you join my channel, you're gonna get the real. So appreciate y'all listening, man. I got another video dropping soon. So y'all be cool. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Y'all be good though.